Hey guys, this is Mark with Knots of Creation Bear, because I'm a bear, duh. For this tutorial in today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to make the Pico Bandana by Passionate Kelsey. For this tutorial, you're going to need any color of cotton yarn. I use the Crafter's Secret Cotton or Lily Sugar and Cream, whatever your preference is. You can also use Peaches and Cream from Walmart. Anywho, you're going to need your yarn. Kelsey's pattern uses a 5mm. I'm a little bit of a tighter crocheter, so I use a 5.5mm or 5.5. You're going to need a darning needle to weave in your ends and a pair of scissors to clip off the excess. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so this is one of the easiest tutorials that I have ever seen. First, do your slip knot. Then you're going to chain 2. In her pattern, it calls for a stacked single crochet. A lot of people don't know what that is, and that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and do a double crochet into that very first chain, which is right where my thumb is, right here. We're going to do a double crochet into that. Okay. And then we're going to do one more. Okay. So now we basically have 3 double crochets. There's one where that first chain was, and the first one, the second one. Okay. Moving on. Now we're going to chain 2, and we're going to do 3 double crochets back into that same space that we just did. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So we got that. Let me adjust my camera. Okay. So after that, we turn our work. This is not in her pattern, so don't come for me. So we are going to then do one more double crochet into the same stitch. Okay. Then we are going to go down the line, and we are going to place a double crochet in the top of each double crochet from the previous round. Zoomed it in a little bit better to where you can see. Okay, so then there's another one. Okay, now we're back at the peak. So we're going to do 2 double crochet. This is the repeat of every single row after this. So we're only going to do 2 double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, now we're going to go into that next double crochet and put one on top of that. Okay, and since we're at our last stitch, we're going to go ahead and put another one in there. Okay, then we're going to turn our work, chain 1, do another double crochet back into this first stitch. That way we have 2. Every time you come to one of your ends, either it be this side or this side, you're going to do 2 double crochets, turn the work, 2 double crochets back into that same spot. Same thing when you reach the opposite side. Okay, so we are going to keep doing double crochets all the way around. Like I said, make sure you get into the top of each double crochet from the previous round. I want to zoom out just a hair because I feel like it's, there we go. I felt like it was a little too close. Okay, I'm still working on this. This is my first YouTube video and I apologize. I'm still trying to get everything perfect. Okay, so we are back at the peak. We're doing 2 double crochets followed by a chain 2, 2 more double crochets, okay, double crochet into the top of each previous double crochet. And the neat thing about the bandana pattern is it's very multifunctional. You can do a total of 12 rows like what we're doing today, or you can keep on going and you can actually make a bandana top, or you can make a shawl. You can make yourself a sarong, like a beach bikini or bikini cover-up. Pretty much anything, really. I mean, the ideas are endless, or the possibilities are endless. Sorry. I guess it could go either way. Okay, back to one of the ends. Okay, so after we get done with this row right here, we can go ahead and pause the video and I'll meet you back at the end of 12 rows. Because it's just a repeat of the second row for the duration of the 12 rows. So I will meet you back when we have completed the other, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, other 8 rows, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back for just a brief recap. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I know it looks a little lopsided, but it's from where the colors aren't like cohesive. But anyway, so here is 8 rows. We have 4 more to do. So just hang tight and I'll be back with you in just a second. Alrighty, we have done our 12 rows of double crochets all the way around. Now, for the border, and this is the picot border. So, we're going to start where we left off. We're going to turn our work again. Now, Kelsey does hers differently. I hate doing straps. I hate doing anything that, ties. So, yes, I know this is a tutorial that I'm doing that I don't like. but it's very easy. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. Okay, and then we're going to go into that. Let me get a closer view. Okay, then we're going to go into that very first stitch right here, and then we're going to slip stitch. Okay, so now we have like a little knob. Okay, we're going to single crochet for the next 2, and then in the third we're going to slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, go back into that space and slip stitch again. Okay, so now we have 2 little knobbies. Okay, single crochet in the next 2 spaces, slip stitch into that third, and chain 1, 2, 3, go back into that spot, slip stitch. Now we have another little knobby. Okay, so then we are going to single crochet into the next 2, slip stitch into the third, 1, 2, 3 chains, go back in that same stitch, slip stitch, single crochet, 1, 2, third, slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3, go back into that space, slip stitch, single crochet. And I'm so sorry if you can hear that music. My husband does not know how to have volume control. Okay, so slip stitch in the third, chain 2, 3, go back into the same space, slip stitch. We're going to do that all the way around, and I will meet you back at the end. Okay, we're back. Don't go all the way to the end, and I am so sorry about this. I completely forgot about our peak. So we're at the very peak, so we had 1, 2, and then 3 was our peak, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Again, slip stitch into there, and we're going to do 2 more picots in the peak. Picots peak. Okay, so chain 1, 2, 3. Go back in, slip stitch to make a picot, and then we're going to do 1 more time, 2, 3. Go back in, slip stitch for another picot. So kind of has a little, almost like a little crown. Okay, so then go back to normal with single crochet in the next 2 spaces. In the third, we're going to slip stitch, 1, 2, 3, go back in, slip stitch again, make another picot. Okay, so now we're going to go just on down the row, single crochet, slip stitch, chain 3, 2, 3, go back in, slip stitch, picot. Okay, single crochet, slip stitch, chain 3, and I am so sorry, I'm out of frame. I don't know why I do that. Okay, I'm so sorry. So Done it again. Okay. We only got a little bit more to go. I want to show you a couple more times. Single crochet, single crochet, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch again. Okay, then single crochet, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch, picot, single crochet, slip stitch, oops, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch. Okay, so we're getting close to the end. Single crochet, slip stitch, chain 3, slip stitch. Okay, single crochet, slip stitch. One, 2, 3. Back in, slip stitch, single crochet, okay, and then slip stitch, chain 1, 2, 3. Sorry, out of frame again. I've got to learn to stay in frame. So sorry. I hope this video isn't a total epic fail. Okay, so from here, we have completed our border of picots. So now it is an actual bandana, but now we have to make the ties. And this is what I hate doing the most. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to chain 75. Okay, so we have 75. We're going to do 76 just to, be on the safe side. Alright, give yourself a little bit of a tail. Snip it off. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of fold it in half with the tail. And then going to tie it off. And pull it tight. Okay. And then we just have this little piece to snip off. Okay. So now we have our tie. Okay. So next, we are going to grab our yarn once again, do a slip knot, okay, and then this time what we're going to do, you're going to connect it right in that first spot, right there. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we're going to, after we connect our yarn, eventually, okay, so slip stitch, and then on down the line, what we're going to do is we are going to single crochet all along the top. Wherever you see like a little blank space, it doesn't matter, just as long as you get some kind of border on the top. In actuality, you really don't even have to do this, but it holds everything in place in my perspective. And then not only that, but as you're doing the top single crochet border, you can weave in that tail as you go. Or, sorry, crochet over the tail as you go. But it's also weaving it in as well, that way you don't have to do it at the end. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, almost done. Okay, then here we're going to go into the middle of that picot, and we're going to slip stitch. It doesn't affect the picot at all. Okay, so now we're going to chain another 75. 75, 76 for good measure. Pull the tail. Snip it off. I gotta sharpen those scissors. Okay. So, fold in half. And tie your little knot. Let's try that again, because that little tail got in the way. All right. One more time. Okay, there we go. And pull it tight. Snip that in off with the dullest scissors I can find. They're really pretty. They're not sharp at all. Okay. So. And I know you said, I said you would probably have to have a darning needle. Well, I lied. Because we wove our ends in as we went with single, like crocheting over the ends, which is also great. So anytime you can do that, that's fine. But as far as like using a darning needle, I mean, sometimes it's necessary, sometimes it's not. Now, if the tail was so long it went off here, then yeah, I'd probably just either snip it off or, you know, weave it in. Okay, so we have the first bandana. Okay, so I hope this tutorial was fun to follow, fun to laugh at me. I laugh at myself every single day. I'll get it right eventually. Okay, so there it is. I also have a TikTok. I believe it's Knots of Creation also. There's a snow bear at the end. You can reach me on Facebook at Knots of Creation. I sell a lot of my items on here. A lot of the patterns do come from Passionate Kelsey, only because like I love her style. I like her vibe. You need to go check her out. Annie from Drama Crochet is also really good. I did the octagon t-shirt. It turned out perfect. So have a good night, and I will be posting more tutorials. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you next time.